Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Malcolm and I'm back for another video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Season 2, Episode 5, A Tower of God. Let's get into it. But before we get into the review, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that noti bell because I got a lot of dope videos coming, including some Ben 10 videos. I know you guys really like those coming this week, and you guys do not want to miss them. And if you want more nerd content from me, check out my podcast, The Storm Podcast, where every week we drop 3 hours worth of nerd content, talk about all your favorite anime, movie, big events. You guys are gonna love it. If you like nerd content, that's the place for you. But without further ado, let's get into this review. As you guys know, the way I normally run my Tower of God reviews is I go every single scene of the episode, I talk about it, tell you guys what's happening, my opinions on it, and all those things. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time. I've been looking at my retention rate of the videos, and I feel like for some of you guys that gets a little boring because when I go by every single scene, that includes some of the scenes that aren't that important or don't really matter. So this time I'm going to hit the big scenes that happen in this episode, give my opinion, break them down, and we'll see how that works. If you guys like this better, that's how I'll do it from now on. If you guys like the other way better, that's how I'll do it from now on. So just let me know in the comments which way you guys like more. All right, let's talk about the actual episode. So this is the 5th episode of Season 2, and you guys know I haven't said anything negative about Tower of God for all of these episodes because I have absolutely loved every single second of it. And I love this episode too, but I got a little bit of hating to do, I would say. Guys, please let me know if I'm bugging, but did this episode look really bad to anybody else? When it started off with the flashback of Baam and Khun in the garden and they were kind of like talking and all that, I was like, wow, the animation for this flashback is garbage. It just doesn't look good. But then it continued on for the entire episode. Like the whole episode, not only was the animation kind of choppy and slow, but the art style, like their facial features weren't as crisp as they normally are. It just didn't look good to me. I don't know if that was just me or if you guys noticed that too, but there must be some budget cuts going on over there because the standard of animation and art quality that I have become accustomed to was not given to me in this episode whatsoever. Well, I'm not gonna say whatsoever because there were a couple moments here and there where things looked good, but for the most part, it just looked choppy and shaky and like they drew it with their left hand. I don't know what the fuck went on this episode, but it wasn't hitting the way I'm used to. But talking about the actual events of the episode, my boy Khun is back and I could not be any more excited. If y'all know me, y'all know Khun is my favorite character in the entire Tower of God as this far. Like we had a long debate about this on my podcast this week, who our favorite characters were. Khun is number 1. Number 2 is probably Baam. Number 3 is probably Wagnan at this point, but Khun is the GOAT and he is the same dude he's always been. He's cold, he's calculated, and he's always 5 steps ahead of you, and that's why I love him. When Khun was trying to get that new speedster on the team, and he was able to perfectly finesse him into doing exactly what he wanted, that's the Khun that I know and love, and that's what I've been waiting to see. These 4 episodes, I've been waiting to see Khun again. So now that he's back and he's doing exactly what he's always done, I'm lit. To tell dude, yo, if you want to win, all you got to do is get out of here. He was like, yo, everybody in here is hired by me. If you think you can stop them, then go ahead. Bro did exactly what he thought. He ran out the exit. And that's the thing, right? The dude even he was even thinking about the trap while he was in it. He was like, wow, he hired everybody in here, but he set our table right next to the emergency exit. He wasn't even thinking. It didn't even cross his mind that he might be running into a trap at this very moment. And then dude got to the end of the hallway, got stuck at that dead end that Khun said, and then Khun popped up literally a second after him. How did he get there so fast? Like that speedster was moving, but Khun was there instantly. I don't know what that was about. Then once again, falling right back into Khun's plan, he ran off, went to go out the door, and pew pew, got hit by the waiter right in the neck. Instantly got passed out. And that just shows how intricate Khun's plan was, because let's say dude tried to run out the original door to start with, he would have got shot to run out that way. But if you go the emergency exit way, he's blocked off and now he has to go back around. No matter what, he was getting cooked. One way or another, that speedster was getting finessed and he got fucking finessed. Speaking of speedsters, I know I say this almost every single episode, but the power system of Tower of God is just so good. They have everything. Like the fact that they have a person who is a dedicated speedster, it's just such a well fleshed out, well thought out power system, and I love it. I don't have any complaints about the power system. I think that shit is so good and so fire. So this episode, we find out that Khun knows that Rachel is faking it, and he knows that she was the one who killed Baam. And thank God. Because at the end of season 1, when the entire team decided that they were going to help Rachel climb the tower because that's what Baam would have wanted, my heart was breaking. My stomach was in knots. I was just so angry and upset because I'm like, how dare Rachel kill my boy and then finesse all of his homies into helping her to the top of the tower. I was literally sick. But now we know that Khun knows, and he is not letting her get away with this bullshit. And not only is he not letting her get away with it, his plan is genius because he has the original OG team split up from Rachel. He's in the process of making a new team, which is going to take Rachel to the top, while the old team climbs on their own, and they're going to meet up with them at a later point. And I think that this is genius for a couple different reasons. One, the whole old team trusts Rachel. So if they're going to try to finesse Rachel and get revenge or do whatever they want, it's going to be really hard to convince them that Rachel is actually evil and have them be willing to work against her. Two, Rachel killed Baam, which means she is a threat, she is dangerous, and she can't be trusted. So all those people that Khun holds dear, obviously he doesn't hold them as dear as he held Baam, but he does hold all of them dear. They have to stay away from her because she could at any point double cross them, hurt them, kill them, and do exactly what she did to Baam to any of them. So keeping them separated is not only for the good of getting revenge on Rachel, but also good for protecting the OG team that he cares about. He doesn't want anything bad to happen to them, and that is genius. And three, just like he said, the cruelest of them should be the one that has to deal with it because they trust Rachel, they love Rachel, and they love Baam, which then kind of transfers into Rachel. It's gonna hurt them a lot to find out that she's been playing them and that she actually hurt Baam. He's like, yo, I know that I'm evil. I know I got that dog in me. I'm gonna be the sole one to hold on to this. Y'all can go live your lives and be happy and not have to worry about that, and I'll shoulder the burden. Now, I don't know why Shibisu gotta shoulder the burden too. I mean, I guess realistically, someone on that team has to know what's actually going on so that way Khun can communicate with them and like tell them the truth. I don't know why Shibisu was the one who has to shoulder that, but hey, I mean, Shibisu the GOAT. I know he can handle it. Shout out my boy. But keeping the OG team away from Rachel is definitely a good play, and Khun is thinking a couple steps ahead like always. That's my boy. Here's another thing. Rachel is not doing a good job of hiding it at all. Like, she's getting up and walking around the room seconds after Khun left. It's not hard to think that there might be a camera or a drone or something, but she doesn't even think about it because she's just so cocky and so arrogant that she just knows she has everybody fooled. They're eating out the palm of her hand and she can do whatever she wants. She thinks that there's not even a reason why they would be suspicious enough to put a camera in her room. She's just that arrogant and that fucked up. And remember, I read the webtoon for some of this season, The Tower of God, and it was way worse in the webtoon. Like here, I still hate Rachel. She's still the worst anime character of all time, but she was so much more evil in the webtoon. Khun walked up to the door and knocked, and that's kind of where the Rachel stuff started. In the webtoon, we got a whole good portion before that where she was just sitting in the room hating and laughing and prancing around the room. Like, she's just so deplorable. Like, what kind of character has that level of evil and malice and selfishness in their heart? Like, Rachel is just, she's the fucking worst. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate Sho Tucker, I hate Poof, I hate May from Shield Hero, but I hate Rachel more than any other anime character I've ever seen. Rachel is the fucking worst. And she's just so arrogant. She doesn't even try to hide it, man. Like, God damn it. All right, let's talk a little bit about the new team. So the speedster wakes up and Novik is the big dude who basically introduces himself and kind of gives him a breakdown of what's happening with the new team. He explains to the speedster, like, yes, Khun is our leader. Khun is putting this team together. I know you got finessed. We all got finessed too. But hey, we're a part of this team now and we're going to do what we do in order to get Khun to the top of the tower. The speedster asks why Khun wants to climb the tower, and Novik kind of explains to him a little bit about Rachel and how he's trying to get Rachel to the top. I don't think they know why Khun wants to take Rachel to the top. They just know that Khun wants to take Rachel to the top. And they know that it's a sensitive topic of why Khun wants to take her to the top. So don't ask too many questions or else you're going to fuck around and lose a finger. Novik introduces the speedster to the whole team. And this part is kind of interesting to me for a couple reasons. Because they got a good team going with some interesting players. And we'll talk about that in a second. We have Novik, who's the spear bearer. Obviously, he's like a strength player. We have the other guy who is a wave runner, which is kind of like the ones who use Shinsu as magic, more or less. There's the bird, who's like a chef and something else I don't fucking remember. But the one that's important to me is the one who looks like Khun. To me, he looks like a younger version of Khun, and I think he could very well be a part of the Agnes family, just like Khun is. Now, I don't know what his motivation for working with Khun could be. He very well could have just been a member of the family that got finessed just like everybody else. But I feel like there's something deeper going on here because he looks just like Khun. He got this like mysterious energy and he looked kind of like upset and stuff like that. I feel like there's a good chance that him and Khun have some type of connection, whether they're brothers or cousins or they're just part of the same family. So I don't know what's going on here, but I think something important is going on with them. And he's strong as shit. And we know he's strong as shit because Novik is like, yo, we're gonna have a battle royale so we can find out which of us is the stronger and what's the pecking order of the group. And we find out that he's never beat him before. Every single time Novik gets his ass whooped, and every single time Novik is not satisfied with that. And he's going to keep coming back, trying to get the dub over and over, but he just keeps getting fucked up. I also thought it was funny how they gave the speedster a chance to back out of the battle and just let them two go at it. But the speedster was like, nah, I'm going to prove myself. And he got fucked up in about 2 seconds. He had no play in that bitch. He thought he was going to get it popping. He was in a crater in the ground seconds after the fight started, and it was literally just a fight between Novik and the other dude. For whatever reason, his name is escaping me. And afterwards, when Khun is talking to them and they are talking about the shirts being the wrong size, they had the shirts with the number of the pecking order of the group and they were in the wrong size because Novik ordered them before the fight. Novik was so sure he was gonna get the dub that he ordered himself the one shirt, he ordered the Khun looking dude the 2 shirt, and now them bitches don't fit because he's wearing that little ass shirt that was meant for the other dude. Other dude's shirts big as fuck. Everyone else shirt fit fine because he knew that they were going to be 3, 4, 5, and 6. But he thought that he was going to be number 1. That shit was funny to me. I got a good laugh out of that. And then we also got the scene where Khun lets everybody know what the game plan is. They're about to start climbing. They're about to start trying to take Rachel to the top, but he lets them know, none of y'all trust Rachel. Do not trust her. He's like, we're gonna be helping her, but at any point, we might backstab her. We might finesse her. We gotta get her out of here because she's the one who killed my dearest friend, Baam. And he also let us know that his goal is to get power. And the way for him to get power is for him to get to the top of the Agnes family, which is the family that he's a part of. He wants to become the leader of that family so he can use the power of that family to, I guess, climb the tower or get revenge on Rachel. We're not exactly sure yet, but that's what his goal is. But that scene is just so fire because now we know that Khun knows Rachel is the one who kills Baam and he is going to do everything in his power to take her out. Now, one thing that does kind of make me a little sad about this scene is he 100% believes that Baam is dead. So at the beginning of the episode, there was a point where he was talking about a new Slayer candidate for Fug, and at first I thought that he thought that was Baam, but I think he's pretty much given up all hope for looking for Baam because he believes that Baam is dead. Obviously, at some point, they'll end up meeting up again. But yeah, he believes Baam is dead, so he's not even trying to look for Baam anymore. And then to end the episode out, we go back to Wagnan and gang, and they're all living together. And just like I said a couple episodes ago, I love this. I love seeing them all live together and just be one cool, big, happy family. It's just really cool. And it just shows that that bond you get when you're climbing the tower is like no other. You really get that strong familial vibe. They're eating meals together. They're playing games together. They're just frolicking and having a good time, and I love seeing it. Now, Yeon's hating ass is obviously going to try to go tell Baam and find out what the fuck he's doing, because she's always upset about something. I actually do like her character a lot, but she's just weird, I guess. But the episode ends with a fake Fug member who's pretending to be Viole. He's literally telling people he's Viole. He has a shirt that says Fug across it, which that's not even what a Fug uniform looks like. But he's just trying to intimidate people and use Viole's name to get money and power and all these things. He's a fucking loser. Viole smokes him in a second, and the episode pretty much ends there. We also find out that Viole is meeting up with his navigator friend, who is the one who taught him how to climb the tower. If you remember, at the end of season 1, he fell down to the bottom, and she was the one who was there. She was like, yo, I'm gonna teach you basically everything you need to know. So I don't know why they're meeting up. I don't know what the game plan is, but it's good to know that she's still around. She's still helping Baam. She may have an ulterior motive though. Like, she is helping Baam, but there's a chance that she's like trying to finesse him or use his power for her own personal gain. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I do feel a little bit more comforted knowing that Baam has a trusted ally on his side at this point in time. But yeah, that's basically the whole episode. Also, I want to let you guys know I'm pretty much caught up to where I read in the webtoon. If I remember correctly, the last thing I read was this update about Khun, and I'm pretty sure I stopped reading there. So everything from here on is going to be fresh. I mean, it kind of was fresh to me anyway, because I read it so long ago. I forgot most of what happened. But yeah, overall, good episode. The graphics kind of fucked me up a little bit. Not enough to give it a bad rating. If I'm giving it a rating out of 10, I'll probably give this a solid 8. I think I would have given it a 9 if it wasn't for the graphics. Graphics to knock it down a point. This was an 8. Great episode. I loved it. And just like always, I'm excited as fuck for the next episode. So, good episode. Hopefully you guys liked it as much as I did. Also, let me know what you guys thought about this style of breakdown. I didn't really go through every single scene. I really just kind of hit the big ones. If you guys like that better, I might start doing it this way. You guys let me know. It's not too much of a difference from the way I used to shoot them though. So, you guys might not even be able to tell the difference. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comments. And just like always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that noti bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.